Hey, so hello everybody. Happy May the 4th to you. May the 4th be with you always. Um, Tonight is I've never gotten a chance to stream on May the 4th. I'm always working or, things happened the way they did and I was never able to do it. So, what we are going to be doing tonight, you see Movie Duels is on the screen. So Movie Duels, if you haven't heard by now, because I've been talking about it almost for a week straight. Um, Movie Duels is a mod for Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. It's my personal favorite Star Wars game, and I think that they did such a good job with it. It blows everything else out of the water, even Knights of the Old Republic. I'm sorry, I know people are gonna hate me for that, but that's okay because I still love you. We're good. Okay. Um, so, not honestly, I would love to see Knights of the Old Republic incorporated into this, but it's on a different engine, so I don't really expect it to ever happen. So, anyway, what we're gonna do tonight is play through as much of the original Jedi Knight Jedi Academy game as I can get through, which shouldn't take too terribly long because I've played it so many times and it should be fun. So anyway, one little caveat, I will not have the music on because YouTube does not like um copyrighted music to be played during live streams or recorded videos. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And let's see here. So go to new game, Jedi Academy. Kind of wonder if I want to change. That dude looks like Anakin. I'd never seen that before. Okay, I'm sticking with that guy. 'Cause I love Plo Koon, he's my favorite Star Wars character, but, I also love the story of Anakin, the character of Anakin, and all that kinda stuff, so we will go with uh, and it's just fine. Thunder Saber, powerful strikes to batter through defenses. Don't want don't want it to glow. Ooh, give it a little bit of glow, or give it kind of a Rebels feel with the really thin blade. I actually don't like that, so I'm not gonna do that, but it is an option. We go Luke's lightsaber, dark saber, white saber, like Ahsoka had in the Ahsoka series, or uh, have the unstable one like Kylo Ren. So level select. I'm not gonna do the training grounds. Well, the forest is basically kind of just you run through, kill two stormtroopers, chop down two trees, and then you're done. So I'm gonna skip past that and go straight to the training grounds.
This is one of the many training grounds here at the Academy. I'm going to put you two in separate courses.
Oops.
When you're ready, Jaden, go through that door.
Let's see here. Setting combat.
Rosh, follow me.
I kept Kylo Ren's unstable lightsaber. Oops.
This course will familiarize you with your core Force abilities. These are powers that every Force user has. As you progress in your training, you will learn new abilities. Both the light and dark sides will be open to you. Remember, abilities
And
are
dark
not
side.
inherently good or evil. It's how you use them. Every Jedi is naturally stronger in different areas of the Force, and it will be up to you to decide what to focus on. All right, let's get started. In the next area, you'll find some training remotes. These will help you learn how to handle a lightsaber. Ready?
Ready? Ready.
Here come the remotes.
Son is having a blast, even though he's supposed to be sleeping.
Done.
Nice work, Rosh. You did well too, Jaden. Your lightsaber is an invaluable tool. Even when inactive, it can defuse a potentially volatile situation. Trust me on that. As you train, you'll learn additional fighting styles. Changing styles during combat can surprise your opponent, allowing you to gain the upper hand. From here on out, we'll talk via comlink in each area. Let's move on. Okay, Jaden. You need to use the Force to jump across the ravine. It shouldn't be a problem. If you fall, jump back up to the bridge and try again. You'll have to use push to get out of here and into the next area.
Hey, Jaden, this should keep you busy till I finish the course.
Should just ask him to have somebody stick a lightsaber through his face.
Nothing.
You're sure?
Nothing.
There's nothing.
To get to the next area, you must pull a lever somewhere in the room, but you can't reach the lever with your hands. Remember to examine your environment carefully. When you're out on a mission, if you find a locked door, look for the guy in charge. He usually has a key.
Oops.
Solutions to problems aren't always obvious. Use your Force sense to see if you can find a way out of the room.
This is the one where I have to run to the other side. Oh, maybe not.
You're almost done. You'll need to move fast in this next area. You can use the
Yep, there it
Force
is.
to speed up, both physically and mentally, allowing you more time to make decisions.
Uh-huh. I don't know, that red unstable lightsaber is kind of growing on me, I have to admit.
So, did I win?
It wasn't a competition.
I'm sorry,
I'm not the one you should be apologizing to.
It's no big deal. You said yourself this wasn't a competition.
Hey, it was just a joke. I didn't think it would...
If that droid was set to Luke's training regimen, it would have killed Jaden. What were you thinking?
Jaden, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I mean, I wasn't trying to...
Save it, Rosh.
Jaden, you have a right to be angry. But believe me when I say you don't want to feed that emotion.
I understand, Master Katarn. Apology accepted, Rosh.
Good, that's settled. And remember, it's Kyle?
Yes, Kyle.
Sure thing, Kyle.
Okay. You're both ready to start putting what you've learned to use. Let's see how you do in the real world.
Look, it's the not
I did
chosen
some
one.
research on that strange mark from the clothing we found at the temple. It is the symbol of Marka Ragnos, a Sith Lord that died almost 5,000 years ago.
5,000 years? Are you serious? Oh, wait. Of course you're serious.
While you're out training your students, be on the lookout for information.
Give me just a second. That should be safe.
Regarding a group affiliated with Ragnos.
Sure thing, Luke.
We receive countless requests for assistance from all over the galaxy. Since we believe in learning by doing at the Academy, students of all levels help with these requests. Since you're an initiate, however, Kyle will travel with you on most of your missions.
The droid recovery.
This should be a total blue milk run, kid. But it'll give you a chance to pick up some negotiating skills. Let's head to Tatooine.
Aggressive negotiation of the lightsaber. Allows you to increase one. Okay. The first one I want is that one. Weapons. I love how they changed the screen on this too, because it used to look much, much different, kind of stale. And then where's the... That's right, you get one more weapon on it. You gotta choose the explosives you want to carry with you.
Jawas, never around when you need them. Tracks. Maybe they've already come and gone. Go see if you can find their sandcrawler. They might have stopped in that canyon. I'll talk to the moisture farmers, see if they know anything about this cult.
All right.
Okay. Where was I? Dude. And I despise how easily this character gets knocked down all the time. And it's not just this one, it's, you know, it's any of them that you choose. Secret
An
tunnels.
R5 unit. Can't go that way.
You could, because there's a giant gaping hole in the wall, but whatever. Interesting. I was hoping he would side swing. And like that. And may the fourth be with you, Matt. How are you this evening? Good to see you, good sir. Hope everything is going well with you.
Where is this blasted droid?
Tell me about it. Goodness gracious. Oh, man. I wish I could say the same. I've been at work all day. You hit me one more time with that stupid stick. get some healing going on here. I did tell everybody that I work with, I'm like, hey, I don't if you want to contact me, look at my YouTube channel because that's what I'm going to be doing after work today.
This is not the droid we're looking for.
He said it. He said it. I actually come to think of it, this is the first time since I got into content creation that I've actually been off and available to stream on May the 4th for one reason or another. So it's kind of nice to be able to do it, and it's it's crazy to me how many people don't know about this mod that I'm playing. Matt, I think you played it on your stream one time. The movie duels. Yeah, you did because you saw the Anakin and Obi-Wan training fight. Which is really cool, by the way. These dudes are really getting on my nerves. And the crazy thing about it, and I've said this to many, many, many people, that if EA would hire the people who made this, then they would make so much money. Like I know that's what they're all about. They're in business, and businesses have to make money to exist. So hire those modders and give them a budget, a big one, and let them run.
Jawas?
Yeah, Tusken Raiders are such a pain. Thankfully, they're mostly dead already. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, they would basically be able to print money. I mean, it's like, come on, dude. I'm not
I wonder if I
like,
can get up there.
Warren Buffett by any stretch of the imagination, but even I know, like, um, I know what nerds want. You know what I mean? Oops. Yeah. Go ahead, keep shooting me. Oh wait, I have a pistol. So uncivilized. I never understand why I mentioned it. Yeah, I I really cannot understand it. And I understand, okay, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I don't know anybody who is honest with themselves that won't say that the gaming industry is broken. It's just one of yeah. And what it boils down to is I has money. You want monies. Here's monies. Give me something I like. Give me something that I will actually enjoy using. And they just cannot do it. Either can't or won't. Because using EA as an example, that was just a cash grab, which is why they were selling the gambling stuff, which got them in trouble and got the game banned in some
How do I get
places.
down there?
Oh, we got a problem. Yes, Andy, sleep is for the weak. Let's see here. There we go. Now I can jump down there. Whee! Yeah, so Fallen Order, it was like basically they were trying to copy the formula that worked for the Jedi Knight series, but with some modern touches to it, which is fine. And then they're like, "Holy crap, we just made a whole bunch of money. Let's do it again." And then, goodness gracious, the modders got a hold of it, and the modders just went off with the Jedi Survivor. Holy crap, that was loud.
How many droids do these Jawas have?
A lot, but there's only one that I'm looking for. I know where it's at. Yeah, yeah. But Battlefront the second time, what 1 and 2 the second time was just no, absolutely not.
You must be the droid we were sent for. But it
It,
doesn't look like
it's
there's any Jawas left to
it was a
negotiate with.
formula that they were
Guess you better just
they were
follow
just
me.
trying to cash in on it, and it was so lazy and not thought out. It was like, come on, people. Again, do you not want um do you not want money? It's like, shut up and take my money, please. Fallen Order is way better.
Get
Yeah.
worried. Any problems?
I've
Not
only
unless you know the
played
sand people I ran into.
Well, if it's
Survivor
still one
just a little
piece,
bit.
you must have handled yourself all right.
Yeah,
Let's get
the
this
Order
droid back in
66 is
position.
really cool. They always put such emotion
14.
into
Kyle tells me you recovered the droid on your own. Still
levels like
after the
that.
Jawas. R2 will start with
So
the droid.
I respect
The
that.
shuttle crash. Doesn't look like
Because,
recent
Order
temperature.
66 was what it was.
I still have a few copies.
I am yeah, let's get some lightning going. Oh, that one.
Then Jan punches the
Yeah,
wind
I
away
played
right.
through it on through Fallen Order on console, and then I played a little bit of
The message
Jedi
signal from the
Survivor on
cargo
PC,
container.
and I mean both of them are fun, but I do feel like Fallen Order was the better one, even as little as I played. Get
Free target practice.
up here.
Who's there? Die, Jedi. Get behind him.
Okay. Yes. Um,
How do I turn that on?
I just don't really trust
Hey,
um
cover.
EA and Disney to pull it off.
Get
I
down.
gotta be honest with you.
I need cover.
Like we were saying, like we were saying a minute ago, hand it to the modders and let them do their thing. Especially the guys who made this, because this is excellent. Word. Button. Button. I got a new mouse, and I have to remember where my force lightning button's at. Front game. So I used to play the multiplayer of the second Battlefront 2 all the time. Um, I used to play on stream a lot because I didn't have a PC then. All I had was my Xbox, and there wasn't a lot of games that I really liked to play or that I was that good at. Namely, where I got my channel name because I was playing a lot of Call of Duty at the time. And then I realized that I was not good at it. um, but I was good at the hero battle of Battlefront 2. Oh, come on, get out of there without jumping off the ledge. No. It is very smooth, Matt. I mean, it's I can't say enough good things about, and I don't even think I really did anything as far as the smoothness goes. It's just, getting the settings right um for your play style. They actually made the people who made the mod have their own YouTube channel for it, and they have an entire video about the new combat system that they put in it, because it's a bit different and tweaked a little bit from what Jedi Academy originally was. And honestly, I like the new one better because in Jedi Academy, you can, block and everything, but you can't run and block at the same time. So you have to like run through fire, but you hold block and then hold the run button, and he runs, and if anything comes at him, he bats it away like they do in, like, watch the Clone Wars cartoon. You know what I mean? So they did a lot of little improvements with the new fighting style, and honestly, I couldn't, come up with anything better if I tried. Except for making it where you don't get knocked down instantly.
Puck, do you read? I read you, John.
Here. Oops. I didn't mean to do that.
Out of my way. We got him.
Yeah.
How can I get through there?
Um, fine. I do it the uncivilized way. My back, Carmen. Oh, oops. Okay. Almost jumped off the edge. After 3 or 4 patches. Oh, these people, I swear. Uh-oh. Almost did. But. Matt, I would not be surprised if he said no, because the only remasters he get is for Elder Scrolls Oblivion. It's kind of an inside joke because he's talked about nothing else for 2 weeks. Which I have to say, the Elder Scrolls Oblivion one was, the remaster was really good.
Wasn't so bad. Okay, mission accomplished.
Bad news, Chief. The tram is speeding up. I think they're going to ram it into the station. You have to get to the control room and stop that train.
Yeah, I had it on 360. I think Penguin or his dad had it on 360, and I mean he played it dozens and dozens and dozens of times. I never found the end of it. I mean, it was pretty cool. It was my stepbrother played Morrowind, so I never and I never really got into it. I'll be honest with you. I mean, he said that Morrowind was a lot of fun, but it's just not something that I ever. Crap. It was just at the time it wasn't something that I was really into as far as games is concerned.
Kyle, there's a bomb on the tram.
Cover. Disarm it quickly. You're about to enter a heavily populated area.
Let's see what you've got.
Yeah, dude.
Well, that wasn't so bad. Okay, mission accomplished.
Bad news, Jaden. The tram
Yeah.
is speeding up.
I don't really understand
Have to get to the
like Elden Ring,
that train.
because the only thing I ever hear about it is how darn difficult it. What in the oops? But all I ever hear about it is how difficult it is. I'm like, okay, you lost me there.
Kyle, there's a bomb on the tram. Cover.
Disarm it quickly. You're about to enter a heavily
Well,
populated
that
area.
wasn't so bad. Okay, mission accomplished.
Bad news, Jaden. The tram is speeding up. I think we're going to ram it into the station. You have to get to the control room and stop that train.
Don't lose him. A Jedi.
One Elder Scrolls game that I would love to see a remaster of is called Redguard. It was basically like a trying to remember. It was like a pirate type storyline.
You won't get far.
Now that was too close.
Great work, Jaden. I took out those ships, so I think we're in the clear now.
Yeah, it like
Excellent
I
work on the
don't
tram.
have enough
It's a wonder you
time.
two showed up when you
Like
did. If
I'm
that tram had
playing
exploded
this
in the storm,
tonight.
it could have killed
I
thousands of
have,
people.
a couple of hours, um, a couple of nights a week where I get to do this, and I'm not gonna waste it on a game that's gonna force me, unless I sit there and learn all the little patterns of every enemy.
I have some troubling news.
Um, if it's gonna force me to grind and grind and grind,
So,
then what's the point?
how's your training going? I've been sent on a few errands, nothing exciting.
Same here. I guess that's just how the training works.
I thought it was just me. Ever wonder
So
if your master is holding you back? You know,
The
are you sure you don't become
Final
too
Fantasy
hard?
7. By the way,
Why'd you say
is
that?
this too loud? Because it
Kyle
sounds
doesn't
really
seem to make a
loud in my
fuss of my
ears.
talents. I've got
Yeah,
more
you're
missions,
a
but
whiny
he
brat.
doesn't let me do any of the really important stuff.
Kyle is currently away from the...
Okay, all right. So I just need to turn it down in my headphones. Just a second. See. Again, I love how they changed this screen because it looked very sterile in the original game. That looks like Race Blaster. Okay, that's a little better now that I turn it down a little bit. But
Where are you,
so
Kyle?
yeah,
I've been here forever.
having a retro gaming YouTube
Do
channel,
something.
I was like, I can't shy away from the JRPGs that came out when I was a kid because, I mean, that was a major thing. There you have kind of two camps. You have the people who love JRPGs, which I am not one of those. I don't claim to be. And then you have people that are like, huh?
The charges are set, sir.
And inside all of that, you have the camp that's like, Chrono Trigger's a Final Fantasy game, and people say, no, it's not. It's um,
They're going to blow the whole
it's kind of
installation. I
interesting
have
to
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 stop
hear
that
the back and
countdown.
forth, but I never got into JRPGs, and you know, not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing. So anyway, I said all that to say that I did actually try to play Final Fantasy VII. I put about 15 hours into the story. I never even got past the first flipping disc. Get back here. Are you running from now, punk? Closely up, play German. Yeah, and honestly, Resident Evil is not one that I really um oh no, my game just crashed. That is unusual. That's okay. Yeah, and if you look on my shelf that's over there, you'll see a bunch of strategy guides. One of the strategy guides is Final Fantasy VII, and it's not as big as you would expect. It really, really, really surprised me. And I looked through it, I thumbed through it, and lo and behold, it goes from the beginning of the game to the end, and even teaches you about the materia system and all that kind of stuff. But I was expecting it to be a lot thicker. You know what does have a really thick strategy guide? Oblivion. I mean, you could smack somebody with that thing and kill them.
They're going to blow the whole installation. I have to stop that countdown. We have an intruder. Take
Come on
position.
out here.
Ready.
That's funny.
Okay, 4 more to go.
Yeah, it is, and especially with, and we were talking about this a minute ago, um, like companies making games and them being just hogwash. Oh well, we don't have the we don't have the right hardware to make a game and blah 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 blah. But yet they made those games on that old hardware, and they were. Oops, I don't have a gun. Fine. Yeah, as I was saying, like, they complain now because they don't have you know, the hardware isn't advanced enough. I got news for you. I, I could sit here and, I mean, just take some of the old games that actually I made a video about doing remasters, what games should be remastered and stuff like that. And I mean, I could take some of those and make them wonderful. And obviously, they did something, similar with Final Fantasy VII, and they made remakes, and now they've made like, four different games out of that one game. Same characters, just advancing their stories using modern technology. So it's it's all just, honestly, it's just sorry excuses, and I have no time for that sort of thing because it's all hogwash and we know it. Yeah. So Resident Evil 2. Yeah, it really is. Um, Resident Evil 2, well, even some of the JRPGs, as big as they were, I couldn't believe they got some of those on cartridges, like the Super Nintendo cartridge. That darn thing those darn things go forever, and it's just the same cartridge without the Super FX chip. So, like, come on, man. Something ain't stirring the Kool-Aid. Huh? Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I just think that they're being lazy nowadays. Go ahead and die. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, and so back in 2020, when I really started paying attention to like gaming news and stuff, because I was I had started this channel then. Um, Electronic Arts blamed the poor performance of Battlefield 2042 on the release of Halo multiplayer and COVID. And what I said was, so you mean to tell me that your game is not a success in a time when people are forced to stay home and a lot of them are going to be wind up playing video games and you still can't sell them? I'm sorry, but your business model is crap. If that's really the case, your business model is crap. Exactly. Exact. Now, computer parts, now I know that there was scalpers and stuff like that, but aside from that, COVID made the sale of computer parts skyrocket. Companies had record sales
Just two more
because of
left.
COVID. So miss me with that noise. Duplicating multiple games on console. Yeah, and I'm people ask me why I take it, so seriously. Because I mean I do. I take it fairly seriously. I'm not gonna like, you know, climb a clock tower or anything like that. But I think that, any company, no matter what your product is, if you are trying to sell to me, a consumer, an adult with big boy money, um, you should show me the respect of making a decent product. And if you don't show me the respect, then I will turn my nose up at you and you will never see a dime from me. I've no use for that. Because honestly, that's what Electronic Arts is doing. Is they're just like, we'll bump y'all then. We don't need you. We just want your money. And what apparently they don't seem to understand is if they don't make us happy, then they don't get the money. You're running from a bucket. So yeah, I mean, I find it very, very offensive when stuff like that happens. And again, they make all these excuses and, you know, COVID happened and happened and all this, that, and the other. And I'm like, well, how did how does Nintendo keep on releasing banger after banger? And granted, I don't like everything that they do, but how do they keep on releasing all these games that people love, and EA can barely get a 50% approval rating on Madden. Madden. I mean, if you look at it, if you go right now, I looked at it a few days ago. If you look at the favorability rating on Steam of Madden, it's mixed at best. Get down here. All right. Missing one of these. Is that him? Need that security key. Get out of there. While yes, I do agree with you. They can kiss my I got you. I'll flat out tell them where they can stick that $100 price tag. Because I know one guy that won't be paying it, and especially for a game that's broken. No, I'm not going to spend my limited amount of time to do the hobby that I love so much, trying to make excuses for your broken game. No, that is not happening at all. Never, never has, never hasn't, never had, have hasn't. Will it ever happen? What was it that I saw? Oh, that reminds me. Grand Theft Auto. Goodness gracious. Oh, wow. They just delayed their game again. Anyway, okay, fine. They delayed the game. I don't care. But they are going to want a $100 price tag for that thing. Like, with, a questionable world economy, whatever that looks like and whatever, it looks like in the next year and a half or so, um, everything's kind of up in the air. But why in the world would you try to charge your customers $100 for your game? And there's all this other turmoil going on that and uncertainty. Like, it's like these people have never seen the inside of a business class. And I mean, I'm no economics major, but goodness gracious, man. PS6 is really short lived. Well, it says that they're going to release it in 2026. And the PS7 or PS6 isn't releasing until 2027. So there's that. Oops. That one's done. Oh, shoot.
Just 2 more left.
Done. No, one over here. Hmm, negative. Triple digits, especially if you're dropping $500 in the hardware. That's a pinch out. And like, I'm not somebody who's going to sit here and say, "Oh, you have to play on PC." You know what? You don't want to buy a PC. That's fine. There's, there's yammering back and forth between people. You know, I I'm as guilty as anybody. Um, but at the end of the day, you do you, boo boo. Okay. But what I would rather see than everybody on one platform, I would rather everybody get together, and make a concerted effort to teach EA, Ubisoft, Rockstar, all these all these people, teach them a lesson, a good, hard, expensive lesson. Because otherwise, nothing's going to change. Activision. Oh my goodness gracious, Activision. And while we're on that subject, Microsoft. Where you going, Hoss? You know, the biggest letdown to me as far as companies goes, and dude, real quick, one of the biggest letdowns in my mind, oh crap, is Konami. Because I mean, Konami, they have an extensive library of just excellence. Metal Gear Solid, Castlevania. I love the old NES game Jackal. All these different games and stuff. Where's the flipping key? But yeah, all these different games and stuff, and Konami just fell off the face of the earth. And I mean, they've been trying to get money by releasing all these the collections and stuff like that.
Fall back.
But they've been reduced to nothing but making soccer games. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's all they've done in the last, I don't know, 10 years or so, for the most part. I think it's called like PES Soccer. Yep. And they wanted to keep um, Metal Gear Solid around, keep his property around that he created, back in the late 80s. But they just didn't know what to do with it. And it looks like they still don't. I'm very hesitant about buying the
So we have you now.
um, Snake Eater remaster, just because of what it has the potential to be, both good and bad, because it has the potential to be a train wreck. Did not realize they added blood to this. Nope. Double check and make sure I got everything. Yeah. I don't buy many new games for specifically reasons like that. I mean, I could, but playing Marvel's Avengers taught me a very, very, very important lesson. And that lesson was, just because, it's a franchise that you like doesn't mean squat. Because it could still stink anyways. Even though they just came off of the at the time, highest grossing movie ever. That one's done. Goes back out to where my ship's at. I may have to skip this level because the key that I need is not showing up. And it's to get in that door right there. And there's nobody left to take anything from. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Oh well, let's see if I can. While I'm at it, I'm going to change that.
Nice work, Jaden. Some rescue mission.
Some rescue mission.
Maybe I can find what I need in the merchant ship.
That green looks so much better. Yes, the the tremors level.
Should be safe.
Honestly, whenever I first played this, I was expecting more Kevin Bacon reference.
Ah, this power converter should do. Well, this damper should be compatible with my hyperdrive motivator. I've got to get over there.
My force built back up. Game we see this creature in Super Star Wars. I believe so. Well, yeah, because it's the first boss on Tatooine, which I mean is technically the Sarlacc, but it's also technically not. And next, I gotta find. Is there one in here? That thing. Okay. And I know where it's at. I can't remember if I kill that thing, if it'll actually. Oh, shoot. If I kill that thing, if it'll actually go away. Way to find out.
How am I gonna get over there?
Oh, doggone it. Please.
How am I gonna get over there?
Use the force.
This energy cell should work for the cooling unit.
Oh, no, we don't want that. One bad part about this level is that constant pig squealing in your ear. Probably didn't take the best route for that's okay. Get out the darn sand.
Just the power coupling I need for the acceleration compensator.
Shoot. One more jump.
Well, that should do it.
And that's game.
Now to get off this crazy
Well,
rock.
that level anyway.
That's too bad about the merchants. Sounds like those sand burrowers must have gotten them all. Nasty critters. Glad you got back safe and sound. We've been looking into the shuttle crash, and it doesn't look like laser...
Wait a minute. I'm gonna have to do some of this stuff again. Shoot.
I still have a few contacts.
Well. See if I can't run through it real quick.
Then Jan punches the weak way right in the...
Can anyone hear me? We're under attack.
Yeah, I know.
Blow up the trap.
Goodness. Nope, not that way.
How do I turn that off? Die, Jedi. Retreat! We got it. I need help. Free target practice. Stop. Hey.
All right, man. Have a good night. Thanks for chatting for a little while. And also with you.
Then Jan punches the weak way right in the...
Hey. Regroup. Free target practice. Get behind him.
And Jan punches the weak way right in the...
Free target practice.
Who's there?
How do I turn that off? Hey! What are you doing? There's a bomb on the tram.
Disarm it quickly. We're about to enter a heavily populated area.
Well, that wasn't so bad. Okay, mission accomplished.
Bad news, Chief. The tram is speeding up. I think they're going to ram it into the station. You have to get to the control room and stop that train.
Get back here. I need help. Out of my way. Got it. Get behind him. We got him.
Well, that was too close.
Great work, Jaden. I took out those
Yeah.
ships, so I think we're in the clear now.
Excellent work on the tram. It's lucky you two showed up.
We've been looking... This one sounds like it could be nasty, so I'll be going with you. You'll find some of the galaxy's worst low... Well, I'll be the Millennium Falcon. Han, Chewie, anybody here? I guess they're out.
I can never remember exactly how to do this mission. I should just run around until I get lucky.
Good idea. We won't be such easy targets inside.
Is it just me, or are the Rhodians kind of creepy?
Joey, it would help if you would shoot something.
We need more cover. Let's get back to our ship.
Free target practice.
I need cover. Heavy target practice. Get behind him. Get back here. Who is it?
Okay, so I come out here. I always get lost in this one. It aggravates me so bad.
Stop.
Oh, go where the bullets are flying.
Get behind him. Hey. Get behind him. We got him.
That's better.
We can't get to the ships. The whole place is locked down.
Regroup.
I'll disengage the tractor beams if you think you can hold these guys.
Stop. Get back here.
I set booby traps in some of the most random places. before I came in.
Okay, that's it for the Falcon. Now for the Raven's Claw.
Die.
The tractor beams are down, Chewbacca. I'm on my way.
Which way is it? Does he can like open the door?
Hey. Get behind him.
Oh, did I miss something? Good to see you too, Chewie. Guess these mercs didn't want us here. Oh, that's high praise coming from a Wookiee.
Thanks, I think.
These mercs aren't cheap. Someone in this cult must have a lot of credits. Or worse, it's backed by the Remnant. Listen, we gotta get back to Luke and tell him what's going on. Can you tell Leia about the cult?
If he hadn't shown up when he did, I'd have been in a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, well, the way Chewie tells it, you held your own. Nice work.
Kyle told me about what happened in Mos Eisley. It's a good thing Chewie was there, but you did well regardless. It looks like this cult and the Imperials may be working together more closely than we thought. I have some troubling news. While Kyle and I attended to the crashed shuttle, someone broke into my
So, how's your training going? I've been sent on a few errands, nothing exciting.
This should be a total bloop. Jawas.
this is not the droid we're looking for. Are these even the right Jawas? I wonder if I can get up there. How do I get down there? rights do these Jawas have? You must be the droid we were sent for, but it doesn't look like there's any Jawas left to negotiate with. Well, I guess you better just follow me.
Good work, Jaden. Kyle tells me you recovered the droid. This is getting more serious. Kyle is currently away from...
They're going to blow the whole installation. I have to stop that countdown.
We have an intruder. Take positions. Ready. Stay where you
No wonder I was supposed to wait for Kyle. It's the Empire. 4 more to go.
Around the Jedi. Hey, you! Over there!
Fall back.
You're under arrest. Around the Jedi. He must be here somewhere.
Three more.
Who goes there?
Just 2 more left.